Hey guys, I'm back to do our guided reading lesson. Today we're going to start off with our word work. I want you to take a look at this word for me, please. And I want you to think about what the meaning of this word is. The word is fair. Okay, what does it mean to be fair? It means to do things the right way, right? Like if I get a piece of candy, you're going to get a piece of candy. So we're going to make sure it's fair, it's even, it's equal, right? So that's what this fair means, okay? What if I add this to this word? Now what does it say? It says unfair. Does it still mean equal? Does it have the same meaning? No, it doesn't. It actually has a different meaning now because I added this prefix, un. Okay, so a prefix, and I wrote it down already for you guys. A prefix is a word element added to the beginning, of a base word that changes its meaning. So as you can see, un was added to the beginning of this word, at the beginning of it. That's why it's called a prefix. And it changed the meaning of this word completely, right? So this not means that it's not fair. Oh, it's unfair. It's unfair that you get a cell phone at age 7. Miss Tribute had to wait to get one until she was 13 years old, right? And so that's what unfair is, okay? So, a prefix usually changes, not usually, a prefix does change the meaning of a word, and you'll always find it at the beginning, okay? The most common prefix that you will see is actually un. So un has a meaning, just like the word fair had a meaning. Un means, so what un means, well, un is a prefix that means not or opposite. So it means not or opposite of. Okay, so in the word unfair that we just had, we had unfair, which means it is not fair, right? Okay, what about the words undo? Okay, so undo would mean not to do. It's the opposite of do, right? Or unpopular, which means it's not popular. It's the opposite of popular. Okay, as we're reading, I want you to keep an eye out. You will have an assignment today. This is what your assignment will look like. On your assignment, you'll be asked to read each sentence and then use and put un before each word. So for example, it is not safe to run with scissors. So in this case, this would be, it is unsafe to run with scissors. Okay, you are asked to do the rest of them on your own. Please make sure you complete this and we will review it tomorrow. Now we're going to jump into our skill for the week, which is inferencing. Remember, in order to make an inference, you have to have your text clues, your schema, and your schema. Okay, so again, you have to, in order to make an inference, you have to have your text clues and your schema. Your text clues and your schema. So I hope you guys wrote down a couple of questions that you have. I'm going to go over one of the questions that I have yet to find out as I was reading. So one of the questions was that I had was on this photograph or on this page, and my question was, I wonder how people of color felt during this time. Okay, that was my question, because if I read this here, it doesn't necessarily tell me that. It just says, in the South, Black people were not allowed to eat in many restaurants that served white people. They were not allowed to sit in the same train cars as white people. Now here, the author doesn't tell me that, the Black people felt bad, they felt, mistreated. It doesn't say that here. So when I go up into my assignment that you're going to have later this week, it's going to look something like this, okay? This week we're going to make 3 different inferences. Today I'm going to do one with you. Tomorrow I'll do another one with you. And then on Thursday you'll be asked to do one on your own. Okay? Or on Wednesday, I'm sorry. You'll be asked to do one. No, on Thursday you'll be asked to do one on your own. So we are going to look at this. Now I have my text where kind of helps me with that photograph. And here's the text that I pulled. It says, nope, that's the wrong one. Here we are. It says, the laws, oh my gosh. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties. Okay, so here is the text that I have. It says, Black people were not allowed to eat in many restaurants, rides on train cars, or attend the same schools as whites. So my question is, how did they feel during this time? Okay, well, I know that if I was ever being left out, so I have my prior knowledge here, but if I wasn't allowed in certain places because of the color of my skin, it would make me feel unwanted, right? So that kind of goes back to things that, I mean, I've never experienced that, thankfully. I've never experienced any kind of mistreatment because of the color of my skin, because I am Mexican, but I have experienced some things, people leave me out of things because I don't either, I don't have a certain type of shoe, or I don't have a certain type of clothes. And so whenever I feel left out like that, when I feel separated and some people tell me I can't hang out with them, I feel really hurt. Okay, I was very, very hurt. So my inference based off of this was that the laws in the early 1900s were hurtful to Black people. Okay, again, this word hurtful is what I inferred. I inferred that they were hurtful because, can you imagine living to this time saying, oh, you can't enter that because you're too dark, right? And so, oh, you can't drink from that fountain because you're too dark. Or you can't sit here on the train because you're too dark. And so that would not make me feel so great. So I would definitely infer that they felt very hurt during this time. Okay? Now I want to go back to the book. And I want to, oops, I'm sorry. I'm having a lot of difficulties today. I want to go back to the book and assign you pages that I would like you to read. Okay, today I'm going to have you read pages 7 through 10. So let me go to page 7. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, I want you to be asking those types of questions. Okay, your only assignment for today is to read pages 7 through 10. And then to complete your word work activity. Okay, so again, make sure you're reading pages 7 through 10 and complete your word work activity. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!